Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel Chemistry Unfolded. Today we're going to study about the general inorganic chemistry. So first topic under that is electron filling. When the total number of electrons exceed 14, there is a particular type of electronic configuration that you must know, and when it is less than 14 then there's another one. So there is a minor difference which is important to be noted, and that comes over here. Both the places you need to know this. Here the major difference come. Rest everything it is same. First is 1 sigma G, 1 sigma U. Your sigma G is your bonding. Sigma U is your anti-bonding. Same way pi mu x, pi mu y is your bonding. But when it is star, that is pi star mu x or pi star mu y, that is your anti-bonding. Okay? So 1 sigma G, 1 sigma U, 2 sigma G, 2 sigma U, 3 sigma G, pi mu x, pi mu y or pi star mu x, pi star mu y and 3 sigma U. This is the formula for when the number of electrons are more than 14. This you mostly see when it is oxygen. Like oxygen, oxygen, the atomic number is 8. So 2 oxygen, it will be 16. Same way when it is less than 14, the electronic configuration is 1 sigma G, 1 sigma U, 2 sigma G, 2 sigma U. Here pi mu x and pi mu y come first and then 3 sigma G comes. So it is very important to note the difference. Now to calculate bond order, the formula bonding minus anti-bonding divided by 2. So let us solve some problems based on the topic that I have taught. First problem, which among the following diatomic molecules is paramagnetic? So the answer is shown here, but I will tell you how to solve. So first say boron B2. Each boron, the atomic number is 5. So 2 borons, the atomic number will be 10. So based on the configuration that I have taught in the earlier slide, based on that you are supposed to fill. See 10. First is 1 sigma G. So it will be square 2. 1 sigma G2, because every orbital that you have, you fill 2 electrons. Then 1 sigma U square. Then 2 sigma G square. 2 sigma U square. Thereafter, since it is less than 14, what comes is pi mu x comes first and pi mu y comes next. After that, your 3 sigma G will come. Since it is 10, we have already filled up 8 electrons. So the other 2 will fill up singly. You all will know the atomic orbital diagrams that you all have learned. So based on this, what you can notice? You can see that there are unpaired electrons here, which proves that it is paramagnetic. For practice or for confirmation, let us take the other example, that is nitrogen and C. So I'll erase all this out and let's do it for nitrogen and C. For nitrogen, each atom has the atomic number 7. So total is 14. So let's fill 1 sigma G2, 1 sigma U2, 2 sigma G2, 2 sigma U2. Since it is 14, so follow the older technique. That is pi mu x and pi mu y will be first. Now we have filled 8 electrons. So how many more we have to fill? We have to fill 6 more, right? So 2 will come here, 2 will come here, and then comes your 3 sigma G, which is square. Okay? So count the total 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So all are paired. So this is diamagnetic. Similarly, the rest all are diamagnetic. carbon C2 is also diamagnetic, F2 is also diamagnetic. So only one that is paramagnetic is B2. Coming to the next example, it is based on a similar concept. The bond order of O2 and hypothetical molecules N2 minus and O2 plus follow the trend. So as I have told you, you have to use the electronic filling configuration for all the molecules given here, and you have to see the bond order. Okay, so O2, it is more than 14 because it has 16. So if you do, the bond order comes out to be 2. Fine. You all can solve and see. And then moving ahead with N2 minus, now N2 is 14. Okay. Now N2 minus meaning what? When there is a negative charge, meaning there is one electron removed. So 14 minus 1, which is 13. And if I am not wrong, the bond order comes out to be 2.5. Similarly, O2 plus is 16. You got to remove 1. I'm sorry, there's one error there. When it is minus, it is O2. Here it is minus. So you got to add 1. Okay. So total comes out to be 15. And your bond order will come out to be 2.5. You all can calculate and check it out. When it is O2 plus, you have to remove 1. So you got total O2 is 16. You got to remove 1. So it comes out to be 15 again. And same way the bond order is 2.5. So based on this calculation, what you notice is the bond order for N2 and O2 is 2.5, and bond order for O2 is separate. So the only option that matches out correct is your option C. Okay. So this is the way you solve the problem. Thank you. Happy learning.